Should you buy a house in winter? What is the best time? Well, good news is we're discussing that next. Hi, my name's Peggy Durstoff, and I'm a realtor with HomeSmart here in the Denver metro area of Colorado, and I specialize in suburban living. And today we're talking about what is the best time of year to buy a home? Well, I've always thought it was right now, these winter months. You know, a lot of times people think, wow, the winter, the holidays, the cold, this is not a good time to buy. But actually, this may be the opportunity you've been waiting for all year to get a deal on the house that you want. So let's discuss a few reasons why right now might be a great time for you to buy a home. Now, reason number one is one of my favorites, and that is motivated, let's say, serious sellers. And that's because, you know, this time of year, everyone is busy. So you've got Thanksgiving, you've got Hanukkah, you've got Christmas, you've got Kwanzaa, you've got a whole bunch of things. New Year's Eve, you've got a lot of things going on, and a lot of them center around the home. So a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm going to wait till spring to list my house. I'll wait till summer to list my home when I don't have all this busyness. But actually, sellers who are on the market during this time tend to be very serious because they have to move. Because just like you, they don't want to put their home on the market unless they really have to go. And they do. They have to move because they're relocating somewhere due to a job transfer, or it's in their best interest due to the tax ramifications for them to get under contract during the holidays. In either case, that is great news for you, the buyer. So if you're out looking, this is a good time to be looking at that house that you want, and if you find the right one, you may find yourself facing off against a very serious seller willing to negotiate, get you under contract quicker. Number two is less competition. We've all heard or been involved in the bidding wars. They've been going on now for a couple of years, and it's tough. And right now, a lot of buyers, hopefully not you because you're watching this, are feeling what's called bidding fatigue. They're tired. They're tired of making their offers. They're tired of their offers not being accepted. They're tired of emotional overspending, or even just the idea that, you know, you made those offers, you made good offers, but unfortunately yours were not selected. Well, just like you, there's a lot of buyers out there that have buyer fatigue, and they would rather be involved in the holidays or doing other things because the weather's too cold. This is a perfect time for you to gather yourself together and at least start the process of looking for the right house. Multiple offers have dropped off significantly right now, especially in the Denver metro area. And this is a great opportunity for you to regain some control over the negotiation process. And that could end up helping you get just the home you've been looking for. Number three is lower interest rates. Now, this isn't a guarantee, but we've been watching the rates all year. And, you know, they keep talking about them going up, and then they come down a little bit, and then they go up a little bit, and then they come down a little bit. Historically, in the winter months, in the colder months, interest rates tend to get lower. That's a great bonus for you, the buyer, because your money is going to go further, right? So this is a really good time if you're just starting out in the process to get with your trusted lender and get that pre-approval letter put together. One of the things they tend to do is they will lock in your rate for, I believe it's up to a couple of months. So that gives you a good 60 days for you to go shopping and get not only the house that you want with motivated sellers and less competition, but also get it at a great rate, which over the course of the loan save you thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, number four would be professional availability. You know, with fewer homes on the market, you're going to find that some realtors have a little more time to spend with you and focus on your buying needs. But not only realtors have more availability, but also the lenders have more availability. The appraisers may have more availability. The home inspectors may have more availability. All meaning that for you, the buyer, this team of people working to help you get into the right house may ultimately have you get into it quicker than you thought you could. And wouldn't it be nice to start the new year in your very own new home? Number 5 is the one I really like, because this reason is awesome when you go looking at homes during the winter months. The winter months with the heavy winds, maybe heavy snow, heavy rains, all this kind of stuff that actually tests the house. These are the kind of weather conditions you won't see if you're only shopping in the spring and summer, when everything is calm, everything is nice. This gives you a chance to really check out a property. What does the drainage look like? Do the gutters work, or are they clogged? Is there water pooling around the house when it should be draining away from the home? You last on the list for the snowplow on that street, or do you have to plow it yourself? These are all things you get to see, really testing a home for drafts, for leaks, for things that you might not get to see if you only shop when everything is nice outside. Put on your boots, grab your jacket. It truly is a good time to go look for a home. Between being able to check out if everything is working well, you also sort of get to see what would it be like to live here if I have a few days in a row where the sun isn't out and the weather isn't that great. I think winter is a great time to buy a home. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing so that you can get more videos like this when I make them each week. And also, if you'd like, check out this video over here where I walk you through one of my favorite holiday celebrations, which is the Farolito Lighting and Pinecone Ceremony that occurs over at the fort up in Morrison.